Doing the DIY Blackhead charcoal mask. It is the same instructions as I did for the Blackhead nose mask, just multiplied for my face. As you can see, I left it on for about 5 minutes and I'm already feeling the tightening on it. I'm going to leave it to dry for about another maybe 15 minutes, and you'll come back and see the results. As you can see, it is now in the full 20 minutes and it is completely dry. Drying time may be different depending on how thick of a layer that you put on and how much and where you put it on. Now I'm going to slowly and carefully peel it off. As you can see, some is starting to bunch in certain areas. Some of it may be a little bit tougher to peel off, but once you get going, it shouldn't be too bad. It's just that finding the opening towards and some of it may come off in little pieces. That is perfectly alright. Just as long as you are able to peel it off. And of course you will want to be more careful on sensitive areas where you notice that you do have more hair growth, especially if you have the fine baby hairs. It will hurt a little bit more when it comes to peeling it off. And if you find that it is too tough, you could always take a warm, damp cloth and soak it on as well. I'm just trying to bunch my face up a little bit just to loosen some of it, to make it a little easier when peeling off. You will notice that I did have to take a slight break, as it was really getting painful to pull off. I had to throw a little bit of warm water on just to soften it up a little bit, and you may notice the skin discoloration because my face is really red from taking it off. It could be a slight reaction to it, or it could be just from peeling it off, and it should go away soon. I will put some facial moisturizer on. So far, this is part of my side piece right here of what it looks like. There's a little bit. I noticed that the results are somewhat patchy. Some areas did work. As you can see in here, you can see there is stuff in that one. And in this one, you'll be able to see in the bottom section, there is a little bit more that worked. You can see little bits of like whitehead type pieces. And then you have your other strips, like these ones, where you don't notice anything on them. Here is another fairly big piece that I don't know if you'll be able to see. There's some little bit of whiteheads on that one. A little bit on this one as well, and there are a few more pieces down here that didn't quite have as much happen. I am feeling a little bit of a burning sensation right here on the cheeks, but I think that is just from irritation from pulling it off, because it was really stuck to my skin. And another warning is that when you are applying it, you have to be very careful not to get it anywhere near your eyes. As you can see, I didn't get close to my eyes. I wasn't even close to my eyes, and I still had some of the chemical seep into my eye, if you will. Just the not from it touching it, but you know, just the chemicals in near there. My eye could kind of sense it, and it was kind of watering a little bit, but that dissipated after a minute. But I will say though that your skin does feel noticeably soft afterwards, like you don't have any dry skin, which I normally do. So this feels like a blessing a little bit, but it's not something I would ever do again full face. I would do it just on the nose, as it was less painful doing the nose as it is full face. And even though I was careful to avoid my hairline, there were still a few pieces that, as you can see, did manage to get a little stuck in my hair. So I will update you on how the red skin goes, if it lasts or if it is something that will fade away. Hopefully I will not be stuck with a burnt looking face for a few days. If so, just trial and error on your skin.